Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this on the day that it was recorded, happy Saturday, happy weekend. It is always exciting to start a weekend off in the Marvel Casino Champions, and hopefully a lot of you have some time to relax. Though when I bring up weekends, sometimes in the comments people will say, Prof, I work on the weekends. I don't get to relax. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to overgeneralize your work schedule, buddy. I'm just saying, in general, weekends are usually a sign of some kind of either relaxation or instead of working 40 hours or whatever, how many hours you work for money, you're working for free doing like chores and gardening at the house. Maybe you get a little sleep. Can we do that? Can we be that optimistic? I don't know. Here is my thesis for this video from an academic language standpoint. And that is that one of the things that the Paragon Daily Special has killed in terms of the hype of its value is the Glory Store. Now, you might be a little confused how the Paragon Daily Special relates to the Glory Store. That is, again, the purpose of this explanation and video. I am somebody who used to spend all my glory on rank 3 rank up materials. Specifically, I guess you'd call them rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 materials. Because I used to just buy increasingly better deals and better deals and better deals of Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic. The Glory Store has a very reasonable Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha price tag. I mean, you can now get all 5 Tier 5 Basic Catalysts for 3,850 Glory. That is unbelievable. The first time that we had the ability, I don't know if you could get 1 Tier 5 Basic for this many Glory. Now you can get 5. That is game changing. Similarly, fully formed Tier 2 Alpha for 80 Glory. What? 1,700 Glory gets you 10 Tier 2 Alpha. Those two values remain the greatest thing that you can buy in terms of, I guess, like overall guaranteed instant utility in the Glory Store in my book. But in terms of rarity, what I've been doing is buying Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic, which until this week when the Glory finally caught up to me, it's taken weeks and weeks and weeks, I could buy 4 of each per week. 2,850 Tier 6 Basic and 2,250 Tier 3 Alpha. At the time they released this, felt like a pretty good deal. It felt pretty reasonable, and I personally was really excited. I am no longer really excited. And I know that for Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic, we now have this rank up store. They changed it from the Catalyst store to the rank up store so that they can start putting relics in it. But despite the Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic, which are for units, and in theory, the Glory Store is still a better place to get them because units are so valuable, particularly now with the revive farming going away, that if you have a choice between buying units, obviously, or saving them for questing and using your Glory for Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha, that makes more sense to me. Because Glory, yes, is free, other than the time it takes you to clear Alliance quests and realize nothing theoretically in life is free, but in terms of swiping that Unit Man credit card, it is. Comparing that, going back to the Glory Store, to the Daily Paragon Special, you get 2,850 Tier 6 Basic for $5, $28.50. No work, just $28.50. That's exactly how much Tier 6 Basic you get. High priced in one of these rounds. How about the 2250 Tier 3 Alpha? Well, what do you know? It's the exact same. But here's where it gets extra BS. That's really $2.50 a piece when you break it down. And it's way better than that, right? Like, it's really like $1 a piece. Because we're not even including the Nexus in this valuation, which is the main reason why people buy it, right? We're not including the Tier 6 Catalysts, Fragments. We're not including the 6-star Shards. We're not including the ISO. And we're not including the freaking valuable Paragon stamps. No. we're just, for the sake of this video, talking about how if you stripped all that away, these for $2.50 a piece, and I know some of you are watching in different countries with different conversion rates with the currency, it's different. But like, that's freaking crazy. Freaking crazy. And yet, because it just appeared, I think Kabam is slow, and maybe I'm too slow, of really understanding how it changes the face of the future of the game. And I realize that some of you, a lot of you, watching this don't have access to this right away. You might be throne breakers if you're still in a good position, and those throne breakers need to, well, buy that special to get past the $5 bouncer to unlock the Paragon Daily Special. But still, for $10, it's an unbelievable deal. Because also for rank 4 6-star materials for you throne breakers, you're getting closer and closer to buy. Not crazy close every time, but still closer. I am thinking that from now on in the Glory Store, if I buy these daily Paragon specials, I might just pivot. Because this is essentially, I'm just getting 3 days worth of daily Paragon specials now with all my glory. And I can easily pivot from that to buying out all the Tier 2 Alphas and the Tier 5 Basic for considerably less than 3 days of daily Paragons. So if I'm starting to buy those daily Paragons, I'm shifting my glory spinning again. It is now outdated. It's a fossil. These numbers need to be at minimum doubled to justify the glory expense. And that is my thesis conclusion for today. Agree, disagree, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.